Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you're doing fabulous today. So my baby girl is sleeping and I decided let's have a little girl time. While baby is sleeping, let the girls catch up and let the girls have a little chit chat. So I asked you to send me questions on Instagram and I got quite a few. You know, a few of them are out of pocket, but after going through them, I said, you know what, I'm not going to go through and handpick any questions. I'm just going to go in and answer them as I see them. But I'm going to be answering as much as possible, as much as I can. Hopefully baby girl allows us to talk and catch up, so we will see. But if you're new over here, welcome to my channel. I am Alicia Kim. Sit back, relax, get comfortable, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Add it to my big up crew. Go on, do you know I love you already, right? So as usual, as we catch up, grab a snack, grab your glass of wine, grab your matcha, whatever it is you want to be drinking, and let's catch up. As for me, I'm drinking water. That's the vibe we're on right now, water. But yeah, let's get into it. You guys sent me quite a few questions, as usual, quite a few, so I'm just going to go through them. Maybe I should start from the bottom and work my way up to the top and see how much we can get through. How's baby girl? I hope both of you are holding up all right. Baby girl is good, happy, healthy, thriving. You know, those are the three adjectives that I usually use to describe her. She is doing so good. She turned 5 months in February. She'll be 6 months this month, and I can already see her coming into her own. Even as a small little baby, she's coming into her own, having her own little personality. And as a mother, it's just a joy to see, from her growing in my belly to now growing as her own little human being. I just love it. She is now starting on solids slowly. I'm not going to go right in until the 6 month mark, but I'm starting her. Like this morning, I gave her orange and her little, I don't know what you call those little things. I'm still getting familiar with all the terms. But I gave her some orange and she just like, eating it up, and I just love it. I just love watching her grow. I could gush over her for the entire video, but let's digress. How is motherhood so far? Motherhood has been the most, I'm not going to even say one of the most, motherhood has been the most rewarding journey that I've been on my entire life. And I would say, I don't know why I waited so long to become a mother, because I really didn't know what I was missing out on. But I would say, from the outside looking in, sometimes motherhood can seem chaotic, because it's a lot. I am going from having only myself to really cater to, worry about, look after, and consider, and now I have a whole human being to consider. I know many of you are mothers, so you can understand. And now this is the phase of life where your selflessness is at the forefront, and you can see yourself just loving on your human, loving on your baby. I will make sure she has everything taken care of, and I'll just be tired and pop down. But once she's good, I am good. I think as I've gotten, as I said, she'll be 6 months, and I've gotten more into motherhood, I realize it's a journey that you have to be prepared to get the most out of it, and to love it and to enjoy it. You have to be prepared for it. You have to have your child because you want to. For example, when I traveled with her and I took her out of the country, a lot of people, she was just 4 months at the time, right? A lot of people were saying to me, it's going to be hectic, how we are going to manage and all of that. And bringing her on my birthday trip was the best decision. We were just on the resort, walking around, taking our pictures, doing our thing. And I had my own personal bestie with me to, keep my company and rock with me, and made me feel joy and happiness. If you know, maybe you don't know, maybe you do, my birthdays are usually hard for me, very challenging. The reason is I found out my father died on my birthday. And to have my baby with me on this, my 36th birthday, it's the best birthday I've ever had in my entire life. For the first time in many years, I didn't feel alone. I didn't feel sadness, even though things happen that should have made me sad. Like, oh, if I were to tell you what really went on my birthday and how things happened that should have made me disappointed and should have ruined my birthday, but it didn't. I was the happiest I've ever been. I was just living life, me and my little baby girl, and we were doing the do and doing the things and just enjoying our vacation. So motherhood has been rewarding for me, and I will say, when you decide to have children, do it for you. That is how it will be rewarding. That is how every inconvenience, it doesn't feel like an inconvenience. That is how traveling with your baby, it should be hectic, it don't feel hectic, it feels rewarding. And I would say I feel this way because I was ready for my child. I had my baby because I wanted to, not because I felt pressure from your parents, your grandparents, your man, society. Have your child for you. That is the only way I think you're going to feel that rewarding, happy, good vibes from catering to another human being, because it can be hectic and it can be a lonely journey, and you can build up a lot of resentment in motherhood if you rely on outside help a lot. I would say that. And I know I would get into my postpartum journey, but I am almost sure there's a question, so I'm going to leave that there. What does a day in the life What does a day in the life look like with a baby and being a new mother? So it starts with me waking up all hours of the morning, catering to her. So I try to get up before her most mornings, but sometimes we just chill. So if I get up before her, say it's a day that I'm going to be working, vlogging, whatever, then I'll get up before her, do my little morning routine, make sure I get my breakfast, because once she spins and I hear that little cry, it's go from there. And if depending on how she's feeling, if she's really hungry, then I'll feed her. If she's hungry, she'll let you know, because she's going to bawl. I will feed her. But if she's not hungry, then I go into either I'm wiping her down that day or I'm giving her a bath. I get into that, make sure she's fresh and clean, diaper changed and all of that. Then I'll feed her. Once I feed her, it's time for us to do our little activities. So I put her on her play mat and let her kick and play around with her toys. Usually during that time, I'll have her doing her thing. I'm keeping an eye on her, but I am now checking my emails, doing things that I may have to do during the day while she does. After that, usually I read to her. Not every day, but most days I like to read to her because she loves to read. Once we do that, then she probably need to change at this point. Change her and then feed her. And then the days are filled up with changing her and feeding her. And then she'll take her a little nap. When she naps, I find something to do. Either I'm tidying up, I'm working, I'm recording something. The days are never ending. It's never ending. I hardly have time to just lounge around and chill. Those days are over. And that is why I say, when you venture into motherhood, be prepared and do it for you, because it can become a lot, especially if you're not used to it. So now I know what to expect from her. I know when she gets up, she wants her food. I need to get her tidy. I need to get her clean. She needs to be fed. I need to keep her active and let her play around with her things. Like, I know what is coming. I know when her nap is coming. Like, I know her now. What have you learned in your mom era that people don't talk about, good, bad, and ugly? I learned, people used to tell me that if you're a breastfeeding mother, the weight is going to fall off like nothing. The biggest lie I was told during my pregnancy is that the second biggest lie. I mean, it's not really a lie. Maybe everyone's experience is different. But the second thing is that sleep when the baby sleeps. If I sleep when my baby is sleeping, how do I do anything? How do I get anything done? I'll never get anything done. So when she's sleeping, unless I'm extremely tired, I'm not napping. I'm busy doing things. I am doing, taking care of the home. I'm working, finding things to do, working out, whatever it is. My days are filled. How was your C-section recovery? Mine has been a pain. So it wasn't that terrible, but as I was healing, getting a C-section is really, you are down bad. You cannot do anything for yourself. Getting out of bed, laughing, sneezing, coughing, everything hurts. Coming home from the hospital, my stitches, my glue, because I was glued down, when I pat it down with the napkin, a little bit of blood, because the bump in the road, you don't realize how much of your belly bottom down there, so you use up until you get a C-section. Like, everything can cause it to get irritated. So yeah, my mother was a really big help in terms of cooking for me, helping me with my baby, helping me to move around, picking things up. I couldn't bend, I couldn't pick anything up. So I had to go back to the doctor a few times regarding my incision. It was opening up a little bit over to, you know, the outer part, and of course with me, I got worried. So I went in before my 6 weeks appointment. My doctor just put some tape on it and said, watch it, you know, make sure to keep it dry, things like that. When I went into my 6 weeks now, this is when they're clearing you to go, you know, you can do light exercises, whatever. The opening was a little bit more and it started to look a little bit infected. So he put a dressing on it. It burned. You see, from when I left my doctor's office, straight burning. The next day I woke up, it's like the whatever he put on it was eating out the incision. It was sweating. It got really looked like it was having an infection, so I had to go back in. They had to use something and clean out. It was pussy and bleeding. They had to clean it out, clean out the pus, clean out the bleeding. And this was a little small, I would say less, probably 2 centimeters small. They had to clean it out and whatever, redress it and all of that. And I just had to take really good care, making sure it's not wet and there's no sweat, and it was just a whole thing. It was hurting, and that delayed my healing process for weeks. So I just had to take my time and all of that. But no, it's good. Now I'm working out and doing the things. I'm still making sure that I take my time, because they say outside may look healed, but it takes 7 years approximately for you to be fully healed. So it's been a journey. During your pregnancy and with all the chaos going on the internet, how did you manage? I try to keep a positive outlook in everything that I do. And there are many times when the chatter on the internet, it got to me. Really got to me. I deleted YouTube off my phone. I didn't want to talk about anything that was going on. It really, and especially people are saying negative things, wanting negative outcomes for my baby and, you know, my birth and all of that. So I just kind of block out the noise and focus on working. So I'm vlogging, I'm putting up my vlogs. I don't care about what's going on the internet. I don't want to know. I'm just doing me. And that helped. Doing me. I'm not reading comments or watching what other people are saying about me. No, I had to just do me. Reading my Bible, doing my journaling, doing the things that made me happy and made me at peace and keeping my mental space free of clutter, free of garbage, free of trash, free of negativity, and keeping that zone stress-free and positive. But I can say it was hard. It was hard to have so much going on, because during pregnancy you're already hormonal, you already feel stressed out, you already have so much going on, and to live a life where you're on the internet and people are lying on you, saying you have baby, you're not baby, it was just a lot. So I deleted YouTube. That's the app though, not the part where I see my coins and see how much money I get paid, and not YouTube Studio, but I deleted YouTube for a while. How's baby girl doing? I went through that already. They said a meet and greet is needed in Jersey. We can think about that. How does it feel to finally be a mom? Rewarding. It feels rewarding. I feel comfort. I feel happy. I feel like I have my built-in bestie, and I feel like I'm happy that I waited until this age to have my child, because she's waking up. She's slowly waking up. I feel happy that I waited, because even taking her out the country at 4 months old, like, what? Girl is flying. She went in the cockpit and took the picture with the pilot, and she's living life at 4 months old, and I'm able to do that because I waited, and I'm more stable in certain ways to, you know, afford her that life. Hey baby. How's baby girl doing? She's doing well. Do you see yourself getting married anytime soon? I don't know. I guess we will see. I do know the kind of wedding that I will want if I were to walk down that road again. And if I were to walk down that road again, just know it has to be with the right person. It has to be the right time, the right intention. It has to be different this go around, this second time. It has to be so different. If it happens, it happens. But as of right now, yeah, I don't know. Apart from therapy, how did you navigate the noise on social media regarding your reputation? Apart from therapy, as I mentioned, blocking out the noise, not paying attention to it. I don't watch people who discuss me, especially in a negative way. I don't watch it. I don't need to. Why would I need to put garbage in my head? I don't watch it. I don't consume it. I don't pay it any mind. I just ignore it. I hear the chatter because of course they'll comment on my page. Of course I have family and friends who want to say, can't believe them I said this about you and it's all lies and whatever. So I am aware of a lot of the negativity, but I don't let it consume me. I think having joy in my real life is how I stay grounded, and I just focus on doing things that will make me a better person, make me keep a pure and clean and positive heart. And what people say about me has nothing to do with me. I tell you time and time again, what people say about me have nothing to do with me. That's on them. That's their opinion. They're entitled to it. That's how they see the world. People can only see the world, experience the world from their vantage point. I cannot dictate that. I have no control over that. So I let them judge me. I let them talk about me. I let them rewrite my story. I let them do it because that's what they need to do to find joy and happiness. There is no reward for me to beat down somebody back and say, hey, I never do this. I'm not that type of person. There's no reward. I can only show up as my authentic self, and how people take that, interpret that, it's on them. If you experience me and you experience me as a positive person, as an uplifting person, you see my story for what it is, then I appreciate that. I love that. I cherish that. But if you don't, there's nothing I can do about it, I think I have lived my life, documented my life in such a way that what is going on is just pure gossip. It's gossip. It's people wanting to know more about my life. And because they don't know more, they try to fill in blanks to suit a narrative that suits them. But the story has been told. And my story that I tell has been vindicated by people that are actually in the story. So even people that still want to say, oh, she's this and she's that, one thing they can never say, or one thing that is proven, everything that Kim says, they'll come out and tell you that, yes, it's the truth. It goes off for real. So I will not spend my days trying to change anyone's opinion at all. And also remember, gossip nice, gossip nice, because the truth boring. Who wants the truth? Blah blah blah, boo boo, tomato tomato. We don't want to hear that. Give me some juicy gossip. Wow, what is it? Give me the juicy gossip. Give me the juicy gossip. People are going to love it. There's nothing, at this point, there's nothing I can do about it. This one says, it's not a question, it's just a motivation to let you know you're an inspiration to a lot. I appreciate that. In the future, if you have another baby, would you try a vaginal birth after C-section, a VBAC? I would try, yeah, I would try. But know that I've gone through the C-section process. I wouldn't be opposed to doing a C-section again, because now I know what to expect. I know the recovery process. I know how it... The known, no, right? So knowing no, I would also, if I were to go in and the doctor say, hey, C-section, I'm like, come, let's go. Push me around the room and let's go get this. Let's go see my baby. You know what I mean? But back then, when I was having her, I was so scared because of the unknown and because of horror stories and things like that. But now my incision, it looks so good. The recovery process is over, and I'm now, doing my thing. I'm back to me, so I would not be opposed to it. I want to see Princess. I want to kiss her. I want to play with her hair and cheeks all on my phone screen. I know a lot of you guys want to see her and all of that. When I was pregnant, I wasn't sure what I would do, but right now, the way I've been showing her in the vlogs, that's what works for me. That is what I am comfortable with right now. I do not want my baby plastered all over social media just for news, for clicks, for all of that. So I think right now it works. How I'm navigating it, how I'm showing her, it works. There are times, I vlog my life, and it's hard to keep so much of my life so private, but it's what I'm comfortable with it. No question. I love you and your family. Keep being you and try to ignore the negativity. Thank you so much. I love you too. What's one thing your baby does that always makes you smile? When she wakes up from a nap and I go over her, the biggest smile, and then she kicks her little legs and I know that she recognizes me. Or when I go on the road and I come back in and she see me, her face lights up, and I just love how alert she is and aware she is. And then when I'm like feeding her and whatever, and the way she looks up at me like I'm her world, yeah, I love that. Like she's looking at me now. What is it like to have answered prayers? To live through, like I am living through answered prayers as we speak. It gives you a renewed sense of hope, a renewed sense of faith, a restored sense of confidence in God, and confidence in knowing that things will not always be good. We know this is life. We go through it's an up and down thing. For sure, and I can say with confidence, like I may be going through a bad time right now, or something I prayed for may not be happening right now, but I know, because I have that confidence in God, it will get better, and what is for me will find me. So I take time to acknowledge my answered prayers, and I take time to acknowledge the good things that are happening in my life, because I know there have been times when I'm in a dark place and things were not so good, and I feel like giving up, and I feel like, why me, and things will never get better. Living through an answered prayer will be that beacon of hope, and it will be a way that I can be a living testament to someone else, to someone watching me, to someone who saw me when I was at my lowest, to someone seeing me now at my happiest. How to invest as a college student or someone in their 20s, or Roth IRA, stocks, etc. I'm going to be honest. As I told you, I am learning a lot about these things, investing and stocks, and I am not the person to tell you about that because I don't know much. I am still learning. So YouTube University is your friend. Google, watch videos from people who are doing it and who understand it more. I really don't. After all you have been through, how are you truly feeling? I'm feeling at peace. Peace. And to some people, peace, it looks boring. Like people would say, oh, your vlog's boring, you do the same thing every day. Peace. There is nothing to me right now like my peace of mind, peace of spirit, just peace in my life. And that is how I'm feeling right now. Happy, peaceful, and hopeful. Everything that happened in my past, I pushed it away. I pushed it to the back. I prayed about it already. I put it in God's hands already, and He has been driving and navigating my life. And so I am just looking forward, looking to the future, and I feel good about that. I am moving forward, and that's a choice that we have to make as human beings. Do we move forward or do we stay stuck? And I've chosen to move forward, and that has given me so much peace, that contentment, it's a vibe. It's a vibe, and it only takes work to get there, as I said, through therapy, through taking care of myself, through reading my Bible, through just taking life slow and taking life for what it is, and being patient, because time is really the master. Time is the master. So yeah, we both now share January in common. Anyone who knows I lost my dad. Aww, sorry to hear that. She follows on with, can you do a video as to how you were able to cope? Whoa, my condolences to you, Tana. Please send her your condolences. Lift her up in the comment section, because losing a parent, losing my father, was very hard on me. When you say do a video as to how I was able to cope, I was only 14 at the time. So I was young, very young. I didn't I don't know how I cope, because I didn't have any coping mechanisms. It's like you knew it happened, you know you're sad, and you bawl and you go through it and you just move on. It wasn't until I was really an adult that it started hitting me really hard, and I had to face it. Yeah, I had to face it. I had to mourn, like really mourn his death. And I never really got over it. Even now as I am talking to you, I never get over it. Every birthday, I'm sad, I'm depressed, I feel down. Every birthday except this one that just went on. And even then, you still think about it. So my condolences to you. I would say lean into your loved ones, lean into it, but mourn it. Don't be afraid to acknowledge it and mourn the passing of your parents, mourn the passing of your dad. But remember the good times that you had. I remember, my father was the one who taught me to ride a bicycle. And I remember we would race, and he would ride and I would ride. And as I said, you never really get over it. That's your parent. And I always feel a longing, because when I would see people having their father, like when I, getting married, the father walked them down the aisle, father picked them up from school, father there. I never had that. And because of that, I know the importance of having a father in your life and in your child's life. Ask God for strength, ask Him for guidance, ask Him for direction, and ask Him for healing. Yeah, ask God for healing. There are days you're going to sit down and you're just going to cry about it. There are days you're going to reflect on the good times you guys had and you laugh about it, and you'll be happy that you had that memory. So yeah, again, my condolences. I know it's very hard. It's very hard. Baby girl get fussy when traveling. No, she was a good girl. She fussed when she wanted her feeding or whatever. When she was taking off, it was very loud. I ordered her little earphones that they use for them, but I didn't get it in time. But she was good. It wasn't fussy. No, nothing to really talk about at all. Just regular stuff. What's one lesson you learned the hard way? You cannot expect you out of people. This one is one that I'm learning even now, and so it's fresh in my mind. Things that I would never do, people do to me. Ways I'd never disappoint people, they've disappointed me. Ways I would show up for people, they've never showed up for me. And I learned that I can't expect me out of people, and I have to take them as they are or not at all. And I just have to accept that everyone is different. And I learned that the hard way, because it hurts. When you expect someone to show up for you in a certain way and they don't, it hurts, When you would go all out for someone, make sure they're happy, take care of them, all that, and they don't do it for you, it hurts. And that's for friend, family, your relationship, your partner, your spouse, whatever it is. They say that at first you treat people how you want to be treated. Like if you love and affection and physical touch and kissing, and you show up to every graduation, every special moment for someone or a family member. You do that. But when they're not doing it back for you, then you just start reflect them onto them. So you treat them how they treat you. And sometimes that is when they see it and they open their eyes, or sometimes they see it and they really don't care. So yeah, I learned that I cannot expect me out of people. I just have to be me, treat people how I see fit, and have literally no expectations. As I've gotten older, that is one thing I'm learning. Reduce your expectations to zero when it comes to people. And it's just what it is. I've accepted it. Because when you have expectations, it leads to disappointment. And the only person that will not disappoint you is you, because you know what you can give, you know what you're capable of. But when you have expectations of people, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. So yeah, that's one thing I learned. Don't expect you from people. People are going to show up as who they are, and you either work with it or you don't. Does social media bring I guess they're saying, does the social media bring down affect you mentally? I'm human, and sometimes I would say to myself, what is this? This is the thing. If what people were saying was the truth, then I may hold my head down in shame and run and say, hey, Kim, peace out. But because I know it's not the truth, because the people who are directly involved in the situation where the real life is, not the gossip and the facade and the sensationalization, people who are directly involved in the situation, they know what's happening. Bare lie. I feel good in that, because guess what? I sleep good at night. I sleep so peacefully, so well, because I know I'm not out here lying on nobody for what? Fame? To build a bond and a connection with a group of people who hate a specific individual, or who don't like a certain individual, or who are jealous of a certain individual, or whatever it is. It's crazy. I just have to say that. For a group of people to come together and their common interest is to bring down, hate on, bash someone is wild. And at some point you will have to take account for that. At some point you will have to sit down and say, what am I doing? This is not high school. We're not kids. We're not in high school. This is real life. So it doesn't affect me mentally. No, as I say, I'm big on therapy. I'm big on mental health and doing the work that it takes to show up as your best self. And so right now, I don't consume any negativity whatsoever. If someone comes on my feed and I don't want to see it, do not recommend. We have 100% control. You have people in this world that they get joy from seeing people hurt. They get joy from bullying people. They get joy from bringing down people who are happy in their lives. They want to see you shine. They want to clap for you. They want to celebrate you. People who are not, those are the people who want to humble you. Those are the people who want to see you sad. Those are the people who get jealous of you. So you have to be aware of that, and you cannot let them win. And because I know that is why I don't give any satisfaction to it. That is why I've reached a stage right now that I'm not clearing up ish. Whatever you want to think it. You're thinking. How do I get over a man completely? You can't really get over somebody completely. Only time can do that. You can't force that. But work on you. Go on your solo dates. Like, that's what I did. I can't tell you only what I did. Work on you, improve you, find hobbies, find things that you find rewarding, make yourself look good. You look good, you feel good, spend time on you, go get that massage, get that facial, do your hair, do your makeup, go out, have a solo lunch, start loving yourself completely and treating yourself well. That is going to help. When you are ready, start dating. I don't think you should shut down because you just left a relationship. You need to shut out anyone that may have an interest in you, you can date. Dating doesn't mean you're going to lock in and make a commitment, but you can date, you can have fun. You are, after a breakup, you are allowed to have fun, you know. After a breakup, you are allowed to find happiness. And sometimes all you need is a little distraction. Sometimes you need to go out on a date with someone, enjoy a conversation, enjoy a glass of wine, enjoy a movie, whatever it is. Sometimes you need that. Don't shy away from that. But to get over a man completely, only time will do that. To get over him and to move on and thrive, work on you, spend time on you, invest in you. Hi Alicia, my name is Naya. I'm one of your big up crew. How are you coping with your baby? We are coping. We are doing well. I'm here talking, chit-chatting with you. She's right there, looking up at her mother and doing her, you know, yeah. But we are doing well. We are making it work. No question. I'm just so happy and proud of you, sis. Keep winning. Thank you. I appreciate that, Faith. Big up yourself. How do you deal with all the noise? I'm not sure I could handle it. I know I say it, you know, I say I am a strong, you know, because remember, I'm not a celebrity. I am not media trained. I don't have a PR team, none of that. I'm just a girl who chooses to vlog her life, and then this is what it comes with. But I think because I have a strong sense of self and a confidence in me as a woman, as an individual, I was made for this. Them say what? God gives the strongest soldier the hardest, toughest battles, or something like that. Why have you decided not to put your relationship on social media? Because of my last relationship and because of what is happening now in the media makes me even double down. Oh, if I were to be in a relationship and we were to break up, let me break up peacefully and move on and nobody even know. You know, that was my train of thought when I made the decision. If I were to be in a relationship and we break up, we're having issues, whatever it is, no one is supposed to know, where it can be on the social media the next day and people can use it, and people the tear down and the bring down and the chatting and all of that. It was just too much. And when that relationship ended, the fact that I felt that I had to come online and explain why the relationship ended and all of that, yeah baby, it was just too much. Too much. So I never ever want to do that again. What moment made you feel like, okay, I'm really a mom now? When I was changing my when I'm changing diaper and she's peeing at the same time or pooing at the same time. I'm like, yes, yeah, this is motherhood. I'm a mother. This is going to be my final question. Do you regret marrying him, or do you think it was an experience that had to happen? Final question. I do not regret it at all. I don't. Now with all the talking and the lies and the chatter and all that, I'm very close. I'm very close. The truth is, I don't regret it because there are certain lessons only time can teach me, and I had to. It's a journey that I had to take on. I had to. Even during it, I wouldn't know how the end would be. I didn't know how the person would be. But they said the same person you marry is not the same person you divorce. That came from a divorce lie, and it's so true. But I am done with that. I'm done with it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to think about it. But done. I'm done. Because it's not my fault. It's not my fault. Where's my listen, done. Over with. We're done. Right, mama? So who want talk? Who want discuss? Who want misconstrued? Who want to just blatantly lie? I'm going to be tending to my baby right now because she wants her mommy. But this is my new reality right now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe, do, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys. Say bye guys.